This is something I am not quite comfortable expressing to those in my personal life, let alone people on the internet. So please bear with me. I have been feeling like no matter how hard I try, it is never good enough. And living like that is exhausting, feeling like I am giving everything I have and still falling short is not fun, to say the least. And a couple of weeks ago, I wrote out some things that I felt I needed to hear and things that I needed to be reminding myself of. And I guess you're here because I decided that maybe someone else out there might need to hear these things as well. I wrote some things down, so if I'm looking, that is what's going on. Okay, so the first thing, I'm proud of you for making it this far. You're the only person who knows exactly how hard it was to get to this point in your life right now. And it doesn't matter what your life looks like. It doesn't matter how you feel about where you're at. Like, the fact that you just made it to where you are right now is an accomplishment and is something to be proud of. And I just want you to know that I'm proud of you, and I'm very, very glad that you're still here. Even if you're really struggling to be here and keep going, just know that you're doing a great job, and like, you did what you needed to do to get to this point, and that is an accomplishment. Even though it may seem like the bare minimum, people are probably going to tell you that it's the bare minimum, but they don't know what you've been through. They don't know how hard it was. So yeah, that's the first thing. Kind of along those lines, this is also just a little reminder for us all. I think it's something I need to constantly remind myself of, is to not compare my experiences to my peers or past generations. Everybody's story is unique and different, and everybody has different circumstances and situations that they have to go through, and so it's not a fair comparison, basically. I know it's really hard to watch your dreams become a reality in other people's lives, but at the end of the day, focusing on that is just going to really prevent you from moving forward and from celebrating those people in order to be able to move forward. I think it's just a really good reminder to not get stuck in that mindset of comparison and wishing that your circumstances were different, because like, everybody has stuff going on, everybody has things that they're dealing with, and your things are just different than theirs. And so just because stuff is happening in their life that you wish was happening in yours doesn't mean that you can't be frustrated by that. That's obviously very, very frustrating, especially if you have been trying so hard to make those things happen in your own life. Actually, in my journal, I think I worded it really well. I wrote, "It will be easier to move forward if you shift your focus to how far you've come rather than running through all the what ifs." This next one really hits me hard. Even if your life doesn't look like how you wanted it to by this point, doesn't mean that you have failed. You are not a failure. As a society, we kind of measure our progress based on things like our relationship status, kids, our jobs, our like what we've accomplished in life, like our schooling, our traveling, our pets, whatever it is. There's like so many things that we use to track our progress, but just because you haven't accomplished or gotten those things yet doesn't mean that they won't come, but it also doesn't mean that you are incomplete because you don't have those things. And obviously it's okay to feel sad. That's like very valid feelings, to feel sad that you're not there, and it's good to set goals and stuff like that. But I think for me, it's a really good reminder to not, oh, the sun is joining us. it is a very good reminder for me to not let those goals and accomplishments or whatever it is, I don't even really like calling those things that, but not letting that become a part of your identity. Like, you are a complete person without any of that. I had to close the blind. I hate blocking out the sun, but it was really blinding me. Putting your worth and identity and value in those things is so dangerous because it's out of your control ultimately. And so it's not up to you whether those things happen or not. Those things are all great, don't get me wrong, but you are not defined by them. I've lost track of how many points I've made so far, but this is the last one. And it is that you are right where you're meant to be right now. Like, right where you are is where you're meant to be. You are not behind. You don't need to rush to the next thing, and your life doesn't have some like fixed timeline that you need to stick to. It's okay to take your time. It's okay to take things at your own pace. I know it's not easy and that it will take a lot of work, but I do think that it is possible to feel content where you are. This video was a little bit more uncomfortable to film, mostly because I feel like I'm calling myself out. But I really hope at the end of the day that maybe watching this helps you feel, us all feel like a little bit lighter, because like, again, I'm mostly talking to myself. I guess this is also a check-in. I am filming this in February, which I think there's some sort of studies or something that say that this is like the hardest month for most people, especially if you experience seasonal depression and stuff like that and live in the northern hemisphere. I have definitely been feeling that lately, so I guess I hope that you are doing okay. I hope that this kind of helps you to redirect your thoughts if you are like me and have a tendency to spiral. As always, thank you so much for this little FaceTime call, check-in, whatever it is. I appreciate you so much, and I hope to see you again soon. You'll know who you are, this signals for you.